What's up, guys? I'm back with another Aerofit video, and this one is really applicable to you because we finally have a training plan for cyclists put together. Aerofit reached out to me. I've been working with them for almost a year now. I first got this device in October, so it is a year. I got it in October before Tour of Southland last year, and I've slowly seen the increase of being consistent with this training. My vital lung capacity went from 6 liters and I just hit 8.4 for the first time this past week. And so they put a program together that has an event preparation that's actually also going to help you make more gains in your lung respiratory training. There's also a maintenance program that you can use in between periods of competition. So the thing that I find amazing so far in having this program, consistency is king, right? Whether you're talking about cycling training, lifting in the gym, or respiratory training, you've got to be consistent with it. And just like you, I'm riding, I'm lifting, I'm working 50 to 60 hours a week. Like, there are times when I look at this thing and I'm like, I don't want to do that. But 5 minutes a day will make a difference. Like, you want to be doing up to 20 minutes a day, and I understand that is another 20 minutes that you have to somehow figure out how to carve out. Sometimes I only get 10 in. Sometimes I'm tired. Like, if you have a lifting session and a riding session, this is hard when you're tired, for me at least. So it helps motivate me to actually get it done. And I will say this, if you are just toast or you're super busy, you can't do anything, and you're like, I want to just somehow keep this going, 5 minutes on inhale strength. That is the cheat code for this. You want to be working inhale strength, and I'll talk about that in this program. So the overall background, and I have some notes here that I put into a blog for you, but you're really working the muscle power and endurance in your respiratory system. And then it's also control of the muscles that are involved in this. So that's why athletes will say, man, now when I do VO2 max, it's still hard, but I feel like my breath is more in control. I never realized how crazy my breathing was when I was going hard. Whereas now, having done these exercises and then applying that to my breathing technique while I'm riding has been incredible. I feel like I was really missing out on something. And the program is broken down into two different basic categories, strength and then anaerobic threshold. The strength is your inhale strength workout, and you'll be familiar with these if you use Aerofit. If you don't, you want to get one. It's like $200. There's a code Hausler10 will get you, I forget how much percent off, but I think it makes it around $200. Hyper strength and then circle. Those are the strength ones. And then the anaerobic threshold, you're working like square, which is the devil, elevation, depth, and flexibility. The program that is for the events is 8 weeks or 56 days, and it'll really help you make gains as well. So you want to start there because they're going to start you trying to get the athlete to doing these on expert level. So it's sort of stair-stepped in your progression. The maintenance program, you're not going to see as many gains because the duration is lower. So really you're getting gains when you're activating and working this system. And you can see the link that I posted in the blog, and I think I'm going to try and post it on this video too in the comments below, that will outline the entire program that they made for me. There's also a bunch of studies that kind of that are related to the bullet points that they're going to talk about. So like the breath holding purpose is to postpone the breathing reflex as your pH blood values decrease. So you're basically increasing your carbon dioxide tolerance. And this is when you read about how the gases exchanging in the blood affect how you breathe and what our brain is signaled. If you Google, there's a ton of articles about this, really from yoga breath holders. There's guys I don't know if it's Laird Hamilton or one of the surfers is huge on breathing. And then really respiratory strength, you stimulate neuromuscular activation in those respiratory muscles, and you will feel it. I feel more tired when I really get a hard strength Aerofit workout in. So check out the blog, check out all these weeks that they've put together. Again, if you're going through the event preparation phase and you've been doing Aerofit, you might want to skip the first 2 weeks, the first 14 days, because it starts at beginner, and they said you can just jump in at intermediate. The first 2 weeks are for someone who just bought Aerofit or someone who hasn't used it consistently. So use the beginner portion to learn the workouts and then gain consistency, get some wins, and then you move into the harder stuff. End of the day, remember, get inhale strength in twice if you're going to do a morning and night session. If you can only do one morning workout for some reason and the day just gets away from you, do an inhale strength. I'm going to go do mine now as I'm preaching about it. And then you can do the maintenance work in between competitions. But this video is short and sweet. Check out the blog for more detailed info. And if you can hear Lala cruising around, she's getting used to the new scenario here. We're on a farm, so I'll tell you more about that. And if you haven't looked up the Lactico blog, check that out too. All right, guys, talk to you later. Have a great day. Email me with any questions. Brendan at Evoke Bike. See ya.